Now, let us play a fantastic game in which both politics and dissent is simulacra. Let us envision, let's say, Chinese totalitarian global empire, a state, which is run on simulacras. The political credits, the resource allocation, the social engineering, the mass bio, AI surveillance, and so on and so on. So this is a realpolitik facade, for example, compared to ontological forces that are metaphysical. So we have this running imperial state, which is a simulacra facade, but a real political force, in which what is a dissident? If we have the extreme, what constitutes a dissident? Is it someone who rebels against this totalitarian state and rehooks himself to metaphysical forces and powers effectively? Well, that would be a true dissident. But what if the totalitarian state invents the perfect controlled dissident, in which, for example, the controlled dissident will create a group of opposing forces towards this policy or another, towards another group or towards some particular phenomena or case. In this case, they are excluded from the metaphysical game because they do not even know what is behind the veil. They only see the totalitarian state as the enemy, and the totalitarian state creates enough space for them to rebel in a controlled fashion while thinking that they are really dissidents and they are really rebelling. Now, how to pacify a perfect dissident? Convince the dissident that he is fighting the right cause, while the cause is non-existent, or the cause itself is controlled by the totalitarian state. In such a manner, this illusion of dissidency is common even now in virtualities, in every aspect of your life that is deprived of the, let's say, true forces, ontological forces in being that are not related to the governance systems nor your say about it. And we may create a whole Looney Park out of it. For example, modern commies looking backwards to the Soviet time, social communism, totalitarian states with a tear in their eyes. And these are a bunch of idiots exposing the artifacts from the past in modernity. Likewise, modern day, let's say, nationalists, populist nationalists and fascists are a Looney Park of the past that are quickly defaced and defunct in modernity, but are useful in as much as the biometrics and psychometric profiling may utilize the energy and their political directives in the desired direction. In other words, think of yourself as a resource, and either you're a self-governing resource that knows self-reflectively which way to go, and sooner or later you need to align yourself with this power, that power, this current, this politics, that politics. However, you are autonomous in your decisions as a self-governing center that is linked to some metaphysical clause. Otherwise, without metaphysics, politics without individuated, responsible metaphysics is just that, resource exploitation. And sooner or later, as you realize your freedoms, the last remaining whimpering child will know what is veritable, what is a verity, what is an ontological power, and what is a ruin amongst human beings. So, summing up, if there is no true dissidency, but facadic replacements and surrogates upon surrogates upon surrogates, then the power is total. It is a question of administering power amongst its shareholders. Thank you.